Hey everybody, before this week's episode starts, we want to let you know that next week is Thanksgiving. And if you haven't began your Christmas shopping yet, well, guess what? You're already behind schedule, but we have a solution for you.
We got you.
We are going to be re-releasing some of our merch and some new pieces on our website for a special Black Friday sale.
It's a doorbuster.
It's a door.
It's a door. We're going to bust down these doors with these new prices and this new merch. Just get ready, guys.
The doorbusters they're breaking out.
And guess what? You're supporting the program.
We're supporting the PBS program.
You're keeping us alive and going here on the Garden State. So look forward to next Friday.
Yeah, we're going to have our classic white and green Parkway hat that Josh is wearing right now. We're going to have a new hat. It's black with a red, white, and blue patch. Perfect for the man in your life that likes a good hat. If you got a guy in your life that likes hats, you know, my wife always tells me I have too many hats. This is the hat for him. Another one for the collection for Christmas. We also have this new...
Or if she likes a hat.
If she likes a hat, that's great too.
More sales. Come on.
I'm just thinking to myself.
Okay.
We also have Jersey Forever crew necks.
Jersey Forever, baby.
Yeah, if you are committed to living here forever. Or if you moved and you just want to be funny and say Jersey Forever.
I'm just saying it's so soft.
You're
it's
like
so comfortable. You're going to want to wear this Christmas.
This is a really nice crew neck. We like to keep our merch high quality. If you've bought a piece, you know, we try to buy good stuff. And then also we're going to have our green hoodie back in stock. So go buy a piece of merch, support the program. And yeah, let's get into the episode.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You're listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
I'm Josh Chomik.
And I'm Jimmy Parks.
And this is Flycatcher out of New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Woo!
So Jimmy's coming in with music for us, and I'm thinking, new segment. We highlight a local band that's just killing it.
Are these guys massive or they're like unknown in Jersey?
I knew one of their other songs, but I didn't realize that I did until yesterday.
Let's hear a little bit more.
They sound great.
Nice.
Future live performance on the pod.
Maybe we'll start doing like NPR Tiny Desks.
I haven't heard a song that like I immediately loved like that in a very long time.
Really?
Yeah.
High praise.
It sounds so familiar. I feel like I heard this song before.
It's a perfect song.
It sounds like it's straight out of the 90s or like early 2000s.
Yeah.
So what do we know about this band, Jimmy? Because we're
nothing. I literally know nothing about them.
But we know that they're from what, New Brunswick?
As far as I can tell, they're from New Brunswick.
Okay. Flycatcher.
Check out Flycatcher, one word.
New Brunswick, New Jersey. Little Rutgers band.
What if they're just like terrible, like people? We just found them out.
I don't think so because like a lot of
Jimmy's
people,
fault if they are.
A lot of people that I like know through like the New Jersey music scene, like also follow them. So
that doesn't say a lot, Jimmy.
Do they have an Instagram, Jim?
Yeah, Flycatcher.
Followed by JTD Skate.
Yeah.
Where are they from? Doesn't say. All right.
Exactly. I can't even figure out who's in the band.
So maybe we start opening up the show, the pod, with new bands every week, and we give a little highlight, local music highlight. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a one-time
I'm just
thing.
saying, like, if you want it, like, that's... I guess there are a lot of local bands, but just every week we got to come like super loaded with like a local
I got
artist.
one for next week already.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So this week's
No
Flycatcher.
spoilers.
They're all going to be basement Rutgers bands that Jimmy likes. Sick. All right. Shout out to Flycatcher. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the podcast. Another week. We finally have gotten actual rain today. It's really raining.
It's real rain. We got, what, 2 inches today, Joe?
Less than 2 inches, maybe an inch and a half, but it's rain. We haven't seen rain in months.
It's Jersey rain. And, you know, we've needed the rain. We've been in a drought. We're still technically in a drought.
We're far from out of a drought.
Can I blow your mind right now?
Yeah.
It's snowing at High Point right now.
I was about to say it's November 21st, first snowfall of the year for New Jersey. North Jersey is getting around 2 to 4 inches of snow tonight. If you're listening to this in the morning and you live in North Jersey, look out your window. There's probably snow on the ground.
Wait a second. It's snowing at High Point right now, you just said?
Yes.
My mother-in-law texted me earlier. They live up in that area.
Yeah.
Not that far up, but up in that area. And she texted the family group chat, not me. And she said snow is coming. And I was like, it's like 47 degrees out today. How is that possible?
They're up in the mountains.
Well, also the temperature is going to drop.
You know what? You got me in the mood. Let's do another song right now.
This is another local band.
Another local. Bing Crosby. Actually, I could do Sinatra, local Jersey guy.
It's true.
Are you guys ready for it?
Is it time? Is it time?
I think I'm ready for Christmas.
I've been ready for Christmas.
Going into Thanksgiving week, snow at High Point, rain the rest of New Jersey.
Wait, next week's episode isn't Black Friday next week?
Next week's Black Friday. It's our Black Friday episode.
Let's go.
So I'm officially ready to get into the holiday season. I love this. Getting a text saying snow is coming thrills my Grinch heart. I get so excited.
Everyone was like, we're not going to get any snow this year. Well, this is the beginning of a snowy winter. I'm just calling it now. We're going to get snow this winter.
You're making that claim publicly.
Also, all over my TikTok feed, I'm just getting like people showing the snow reports for next week for Thanksgiving into Black Friday, saying we're going to get a blizzard. I don't believe I don't believe all these reports and all these models.
Dreamcasters.
Yeah, there's some like crazy models out there that show us getting a blizzard, but it's too far out. Nothing's for certain. But you kind of get excited thinking there's a possibility we might get snow next weekend for Thanksgiving. So I'm telling you boys.
Snow on Thanksgiving would be cool. That's a new one. I feel like that doesn't happen frequently.
Dude, no. We used to get snowstorms in October.
Did we?
Yeah.
We used to get snowstorms in October in the past, dude, and I missed those days so much. So like we're already late.
So we got to do a couple mailbag calls we got to get into, but I want to do a quick little weekend/week recap. You guys have been up to some cool stuff. And I just want to...
Jimmy's been gone. Like, he's been gone for like months.
Yeah, but you know...
I want to hear about his weekend.
I've been so busy that it feels like I was just here last week. Because the last month has been...
busy.
Like a week's worth of time.
Wow.
Feels like.
Did you miss us?
Oh, so much.
Did you listen to the episodes?
I did not have time.
Yeah. It's always never has time.
Never has time. Listens to Flycatcher, but not the Garden State.
He listens to that song 600 times.
It just says a lot.
He's like, I've been listening to them all week, every time I'm in my car.
On repeat.
No, I didn't have time to listen
literally
to
last 24 hours. That's like about 24 hours ago.
That's enough time to catch up
all
on
their
all
plays.
the
All their plays have come from
100,000 on that song.
No, but happy to have you back, Jim. It was a Jimmy drought in the midst of a New Jersey drought.
I see what you did there.
And it's gonna rain.
It's starting to rain again.
It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain, Jimmy.
Josh, speaking of the drought, you went over to see that ghost bridge. Where was that bridge?
It was in Oak Ridge, New Jersey.
Where's Oak Ridge?
Oak Ridge Reservoir.
Off of Route 23.
23. Where's
North.
23?
This is like it's like an hour northwest or whatever.
I know 23.
Not far from Rockaway.
23 eventually goes to High Point.
Yeah.
23. So is it near 15?
It also like goes, Green Pond Road.
Yeah.
If you keep going down Green Pond Road, you're going to run to Route 23.
Okay.
Well, also, you said speaking of the drought.
Yeah.
A lot of people, but that reservoir is empty because they emptied it for maintenance. It wasn't due to the drought.
That's right. Yeah, people were saying that in the comments.
Yeah.
So they emptied it for maintenance, but they're going to clean it out.
Someone commented on TikTok of it saying, I appreciate you guys because every other video says this place was dry because of the drought, but you guys told the truth. You guys said it was empty due to maintenance, and I appreciate that. And I'm like, that's why people come and listen to the Garden State because we tell the truth.
Yes, because we're not fake news.
No clickbait here.
We keep it 100 with the listeners.
Yeah, real, baby.
Anytime we say something not true, it's more because we're just stupid. It's not because we're trying to lie to you.
It's just us not knowing what we're talking about.
We will always tell you the truth according to what we think is the truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Yeah, unless it involves Jimmy. Then we lie a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
he's very mysterious.
He's a mystery. Especially his last name. Josh, so what was that like, seeing that bridge?
It was cool. It was beautiful. So it looked like a park because like so many people were hiking out into like the open, like dry area. Going near the bridge and stuff, and they say they shouldn't be walking out there, but there was so many people. There was kids on dirt bikes and quads. Made me so jealous. Yeah, like young kids from the area just swift quads riding through it. It was kind of crazy.
Wow, and then
highly illegal.
Jimmy, you went out. Oh, Fed. It's always the Fed that's got to call out. Let the kids have fun. Jimmy, you were out at Spruce Run.
I was at Spruce Run the other day. Yeah, and that was dry.
That looked like
30% capacity.
Wow.
Well, after this rain, do you think it filled up a bit or no?
I don't think much.
Jimmy, that looked like the Salt Flats. That's what
it looked like. I was in the desert.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I went there too the other day, and it's just like it is crazy. There's certain areas that look like a desert. It's so cool.
I wouldn't. I think the Salt Flats look cooler, but yeah,
just a little bit. Not off by much.
Were there tons of fish? Just dead?
No, I didn't see one fish.
Is that because they stock it, you think, and then all the fish get fished out? Or what'd they do?
No, I think the fish just follow the water down.
Downstream?
Yeah, it's not like it's emptying out like that.
So does it have a lot of rivers offshooting from it?
I think there's only one like outflow, but
you think
it flows into what, the South Branch of the Raritan River, or something like that?
Like, I mean, I'm looking at the map right now. I can tell you actually.
I think
that's up. That's down by. Let me see, Clinton. Here we go. So Round Valley, we were talking about.
No, Spruce Run.
Where's Spruce Run?
It's a little northwest of there.
There we go. I see it. All right, so that runs into. It looks like
it's definitely a South Branch of something.
Oh, the Raritan River.
So it's South Branch of the Raritan River.
So it runs into the Raritan River,
which then is where New Jersey American Water gets their water supply from.
Wow. And that's
someone listening to the pod didn't know that before today. Now they know that.
That's where your water's coming from. Jimmy knows it all. So anything else? You guys were looking at?
Well, I didn't even do that this weekend. I was in North Carolina this weekend. I went golfing. It was awesome.
Yeah, I didn't do that this weekend either.
What did you do this weekend?
You went out to some restaurant.
Oh, I went to Ria Mar on Sunday night. Sunday during the day, I went hiking in upstate New York.
Nice.
Look at us leaving the state. Unreal.
Ria Mar, where's that?
South River.
And would you recommend?
Of course.
The Jimmy Parks recommendation, Ria Mar. Avo's Ria Mar.
It's a great restaurant.
You've never been there, Soaps?
No, I've been.
They recently redid it. I'm
just trying to keep to the rule. You gotta tell the people where it's at. I went years and years. I probably went in 2018 to Ria Mar.
Yeah, they redid it. It's really beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Did you guys sit in like the bar area, Jim, or the restaurant?
Right at the bar.
That's the spot.
Very nice.
So we used to always go in the side door. Side door's locked now. You can't go in that way anymore. You gotta go in the front door.
Huge.
So
nice. What was upstate New York like?
It was beautiful. I went to by Beacon. Went hiking near Beacon.
Did you go to Dia Beacon?
I did not go to Dia Beacon.
Have you ever been to Dia Beacon?
Of course I've been to Dia Beacon.
Dia Beacon's awesome.
I love Beacon.
I haven't been to Dia Beacon in a long time.
I would happily go back to Dia Beacon.
The only reason I'd go to Beacon is for Dia Beacon.
No, Beacon's a really cool town.
Is there a lot of like areas to hike?
Is that near Bear Mountain?
Yeah, close.
Am I looking at the right bridge? 84 is the bridge that goes over with Bear Mountain, or no?
If you just type in Dia Beacon, DIA
Beacon
space Beacon.
Yeah, 84. Yeah, you're right.
What is Dia Beacon?
It's a museum.
Yeah. You never been to Dia Beacon?
Never even heard of it.
How have you, Sobes? I thought you were with it.
No, I'm very not. I haven't been with it for like 6 years now.
He hasn't been with it for a longer time than that.
Man,
I'll tell you that.
I'm out of it.
What did you do this weekend, Josh?
Oh man, this weekend was great.
You got trained. I want to hear about the train set.
Oh man, okay.
This is the biggest news story of the week.
So we set up our Christmas tree early this year. It just feels like we were being a little
real or fake.
We usually do real. This year we did fake.
Oh gosh.
We agreed because we're planning to get out of our apartment soon. Speaking of which, if you want to sell your house, DM me. Trying to buy a house. But we were like, we're not married to this place. Yeah, fake tree, you throw it out anyway. But we were just like, let's make this Christmas simple. That's how things started. So we put up a tree, decorated like crazy. And then I bought on Amazon a $30 train set that goes around the tree for my daughter because she loves the train. She says choo choo every day. When I get off the train from work, she comes and checks out the NJ Transit train.
Sick.
Sometimes the conductors.
Wait, did you get the NJ Transit one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the conductors let me go back on the train with her. They're like, "Oh, you can go check it out." So before they leave, we go in the like little what do you call the
conductor's suite?
No, like the
drive
caboose.
There's no cabooses anymore.
The space between train cars. Those things.
Oh, the space between train cars.
There's a name for that. The vestibule.
Is that the vestibule?
Yeah, it's a vestibule.
Okay.
So we'll walk in the vestibule and out. So that long-winded way of saying, so we got a train and it stunk. It was horrible. So I was like, I'm getting a stinking Lionel train set because.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about the Lionel for a second.
No.
That's why I got confused.
We bought one on Amazon. This is what prompted it. I got it for my daughter, and then I was like, you know what? Trains are kind of cool. I found out the Lionel train set on Marketplace. Drove to this guy's house. Guys, can I just say, I'm going to be that guy that has a whole Lionel train village in his basement one day.
Train room.
I always thought that was so weird. I was like, why are grown men into that? And then I got a Lionel train. It's beyond sick. It's the coolest thing ever. It's like the same as like how you get into like a flight simulator. Mm-hmm. Like men, we want to like I want to do a tractor simulator. I want to drive around a tractor. I want to train. This train, man, it's so cool. And now
Lionel finally found his thing.
They're so good that it's like has a Bluetooth remote.
Nice.
Because Lionel, when I was a kid, we had a Lionel train set. It never worked because it was so like the wires were finicky, the track would break. Me and my brothers would speed the train around until it flew off.
Of course, that's why it never worked.
That's the best part. But this thing, dude, oh my goodness. So that was what we spent our weekend doing. That was Saturday into Sunday. What else did we do Sunday? Went up to Allendale, New Jersey. Anybody heard of Allendale before? Jimmy?
Of course.
Yeah, it's right off the highway.
You guys know Allendale?
Of course.
Yeah. Off what highway?
Off, what is that, 80 up there? 80? Or 78?
Off 17. Technically, I guess you can get off.
You can get off. No, because I always see the
287.
Allendale exit on 78.
287. No, because it's way up north of Paramus.
Oh, I'm thinking Annandale. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Allendale.
Allendale's not Annandale.
It's way up off Route 17.
Sounds almost the same.
Well, for me to get onto this podcast, I had to know and recite all 564 New Jersey municipalities.
Yeah, he did, and you did them all, which is good. Have you been to Allendale?
I've been to every one. I've been to Allendale and Allendale.
Annandale.
Annandale.
So we were at a birthday party up in Allendale, which I said to my wife, I'm like, is this just your life when you have kids? Did you go to birthday parties every weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're at a birthday party every weekend now.
Essentially.
It's like I feel like I'm always at a birthday party. Saturday I was in Garwood at a birthday party. So in Garwood, I was in Allendale. I was at birthday parties every day. And then in the meantime, my downtime, I got to play with my train set a little bit.
That's pretty nice.
Cool. So we got the Polar Express running around the tree right now.
Absolutely incredible, Josh.
So you guys got to come over and play with it. I'm telling you, you'll make fun of me, then you'll play with it and go, I need a train.
I'm 100% down. We're waiting for the invite.
Yeah, keep waiting on it. It's going to come someday.
One day.
So that was my weekend. Nothing too exciting. Low-key, I didn't go to North Carolina. I didn't go upstate New York. I'm just sticking right here in the Garden State. And speaking of the Garden State, let's see what the people of the Garden State have been saying. We're getting phone calls left and right. Josh Chomick, what's the number if people want to call in? Dial that mailbag.
Oh, yes, sir. We got a mailbag where you can call us with all your questions and concerns and fun little topics you want to talk about on the Garden State. You can call the number
908 67 99 99 3.
Hey boys, this is Muff over from Patterson. Listened to last week's podcast or episode, and Josh, you dropped a word about referring to a cow. Call it a sigma. I'm an older millennial, I guess. I have no idea what that word means. So maybe a good idea, maybe if you want to spend like a couple minutes a good segment for the show could be that here's a new term that the new kids are coming out with that maybe some of us older folks don't know, and that help teach some of the us older folks the new ways or the new slang coming out. Also, I'm not even halfway even through the episode, but I just heard the callback of someone saying that Morristown used to be a dry state or a dry city, and in 2011 they passed a bill. I know Morristown's a really big bar, like a bar town. Like people go there for the bars, and they serve alcohol. So is that different than being able to sell alcohol, like as a bottle? I don't know. Food for thought, maybe. Anyways, I'm not even halfway through the episode. I apologize if I called back. But love you guys. Thanks.
Love you, brother.
Thanks, call.
Appreciate
Thanks for the
call.
Did he say his name was Muscle?
I couldn't hear. I don't
Jersey
know.
Muscle?
I couldn't hear it.
Jersey Muscle.
That was my brother's username on
Play
it.
the beginning again. Let's hear it. I
Said,
couldn't understand.
Hey, this is Muscle from Patterson.
Hey boys, this is Muff over from Patterson.
I heard like must left over.
I heard Muscle. And I'm going to go with Muscle.
Muscle?
You know what? I want to go with Muscle.
That's Muscle. That's his name
I'm
now.
just picturing a really buff dude.
Muscle.
So a few things here. Let's start with the Morristown thing because I want to clear that up.
It was Morristown.
Moorres
Town.
Town. Talking
It sounds
South
like
Jersey.
it sounds like Morristown when we're talking fast, but it's Morristown, New Jersey. Morristown, no, they're not a dry town.
So I believe if you're a dry town, you can't have a liquor shop and you can't have a bar, right? You can't.
None of the restaurants have liquor licenses.
But you can have breweries.
Because it's a craft thing.
I guess. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
But
Good
I
to
know dry
That's a fun
towns
fact.
that have breweries.
So let's clear that up first. Morristown is way down by Cherry Hill, South Jersey.
Yes. Camden County.
Camden County.
Burlington County?
Shout out Camden County.
Hold on.
Jimmy, clear that up for us.
I always get Burlington and Camden counties confused.
Burlington County. Dang it.
Hey,
You
was right.
You should have known that, Jimmy.
I caught myself pretty quick.
Shame. Shame on you. Oh, by the way, I was going to click the Frank the Tank button. I saw Frank the Tank yesterday. Let's talk about that in a second. Remind me. I'm going to park that. Okay. I'm going to park that. I saw him walking in Manhattan.
Did you say hi?
Yeah. So I got to tell you the story. So muscle. That's the first thing. The second thing is I said Sigma. I don't remember what I said Sigma. He said a cow, but we were talking about a female cow. So Sigma is, I'm a young millennial. He said he's an older millennial. This is a Gen Z. It's a Zoomer term. And it means it's a step above alpha. So if someone is like the old in the 90s, oh, he's an alpha male. He's a beta male. Oh, he's a Sigma male. That's like even better than alpha. And the Zoomers say it just to say something that's like cool. Like it's Sigma. That's Sigma.
did you say it was a Sigma cow? I forgot how you referenced it. Why would you say it in reference to a cow?
Maybe the cow at the zoo is a big cow. It was a Sigma. It was a huge cow. I don't know.
It's bigger than an alpha. It's a Sigma.
It was the biggest cow I've ever seen in my life. That might have been what I was trying to say.
How can Muscle use the term Sigma moving forward with his life? Like, give him an example.
Well, Muscle sounds like a Sigma. It sounds like he's,
Isn't that like a bad thing, though? It's like you don't want to be a Sigma.
No, Sigma's
okay,
like...
so that's okay.
Sigma is like the ideal.
All right, so like as a man, you want to be a Sigma.
Let's find out right now because I'm not Gen Z. So
I don't know.
A Sigma is someone who operates independently and prefers their own company rather than being in crowds of friends. This is from parents.com. So I don't know if that's...
No.
Okay, so here,
How about
from Reddit. This is better. This is questions. See, Reddit people are just nerds. They never actually give the answer.
What's Urban Dictionary say?
Yeah, Urban
Dictionary is the way to go.
Okay, Sigma, what all 10-year-olds think they are.
That's what it said.
Here's another one. A popular, successful, but highly independent and self-reliant person, typically a male.
Wait.
One step above alpha male.
I want to give a quick shout out. We have my cousin from North Carolina here, Ethan,
who just happens to be a 10-year-old.
Ethan, go to Jimmy's mic. Ethan, do you know what a Sigma is? Or you have no idea?
No.
Okay.
I use it all the time, but
you do?
It kind of just means cool.
Wait, how do you use it?
Like, you're so Sigma.
See? So he doesn't know what it means.
Well, you say that to your friends?
Well, yeah, like they say like I'm Sigma or like they're Sigma, but like it kind of means like cool.
I like how he's like, I don't know, we don't know what it means, but we use it.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's what you kind of use for Sigma.
Question for you. Question for you. Do you know what skibbity toilet is?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
What's that mean?
I don't want to get into it.
Ethan, what's that mean?
It's very confusing.
It's a whole lore, YouTube lore.
It's very confusing, but Skibbity is basically a character that's it's a head that lives inside of a toilet and sticks.
See?
How do you know
brain
that?
rot.
Because I've played the video game, I've done
No, how does Sobo know it?
I'm cultured.
Because he's a 10-year-old.
Skibbity toilet.
Jimmy, do you know what Skibbity toilet?
No, I have no idea what that is.
You guys don't skibbity toilet Risen, Ohio, Sigma?
See, you're good. You're Gen Z.
I keep up. I know what the kids are up to. So
so I hope this answers Muscle's question.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's move to the next mailbag. So wait, before I go any further, the Frank the Tank story. So I was walking on 39th and Lexington in the evening. Dark, cool night.
Give us a time. Give us time.
Like a little after 5.
Okay.
5:30, let's just say.
It's not late. Everyone's going home.
Yeah, it's end of the day in New York in the fall. It gets dark early. And I'm walking out of the darkness. I see a figure.
No.
Frank the Tank is marching up towards me.
I feel like it would have been a mirage. Like I couldn't believe my eyes that Frank is walking up to me.
That was exactly
That's my
what
dream.
I felt.
Every time I go to the city, I'm like, "Where's Frank?"
I wasn't expecting it, and I yelled, "Frank!" I said, "What's up, Frank?" And he just kind of didn't say anything. Didn't really even look at me. And then I said, Garden State, because for the listeners, Frank the Tank, he's a popular internet personality, a Mets fan, very, very viral.
We made a video with him.
We had dinner with him at a diner. We hung out with him for hours. And he follows us. He actually liked our content.
He likes our content all the time.
Yeah, he likes our videos all the time. So I said, Garden State, Josh from the Garden State. And he just started turning around and just kept walking.
Deny.
And totally ignored me. And
He's so famous now. He's used to everyone in the streets screaming his name. I bet he just was fit. Like he just was out of it.
I think he was on one of his Frank walks and didn't want to stop. That might have been what it is.
Yeah, but he would have been like, he would have said what up if he knew it was you.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's just kind of, it was funny.
Unless he's still mad at you for bringing up the Mets losing.
Yeah, that could be.
Probably.
All right, let's check out another call. This one's coming in from our pal Rick from Brick. Let's see what Rick's got to say.
What's good, Garden State? It's your boy Rick from Brick. I know I get annoying calling every week, but thanks for the shout on the last episode. Got some info for you here on the whole King Dakar thing. Apparently in Saudi Arabia, more specifically, it's called Qiddiya, Q-U-I-D-D-Y-A. There's also a Six Flags out there. They're building the world's largest, most record-breaking roller coaster. It's called Falcon's Flight. It's going to have the largest drop, tallest height, fastest speed, and longest roller coaster. So I'm guessing the Six Flags here in Jackson with King Dakar, they're basically saying, hold my beer, and they're going to make it bigger than that. So I guess we'll see what happens with that, and obviously they're probably going to rebrand it too. So and that's all I got for you this week. Peace out.
Rick from Brick, thanks for the call.
Very consistent with the calls,
Wait a
Rick.
second.
Thank
that
you.
makes a lot of sense. So his point is this Dubai. You said Dubai?
Saudi Arabia. It's not in Dubai. It's
Saudi Arabia.
else, yeah.
Isn't Dubai in Saudi Arabia, or is Dubai its own nation?
Dubai's a city, isn't it?
Yeah.
United Arab Emirates is Dubai in? Is that right? I think that makes more sense.
This Six Flags is in I don't know that city it's called.
It's in Qiddiya.
Yeah. But yeah, they're making the biggest roller coaster
It's a mega
in the world.
project in Raritan, Saudi Arabia, and they are building the largest, fastest roller coaster in the world. Josh, you sent me a photo of it the other day.
It's about 80 feet taller than King Dakar.
Which is crazy because King Dakar is very tall and very fast.
This thing looks monstrous. If you ever look at it's called Falcon's Flight, I believe. Yeah, Google it. It looks amazing. They're currently building it right now. But yeah, way bigger than King Dakar.
It looks like something.
And it's longer too.
It looks like something I would have been built in Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Exactly what it looks like.
As a joke. Mm-hmm. And then
But this is the thing. You think Great Adventure is going to build something bigger than that? No shot.
The listeners got to look this up because it literally goes.
I don't even think they're in America. They're allowed to build something like that.
This roller coaster literally goes around a mountain.
Yeah. It looks like one of those fake maps in Roller Coaster Tycoon. Like you have to build a roller coaster in the desert.
So for the listeners driving their cars that don't want to break the law right now, this is because you're in the Middle East. It's like the desert, and you know kind of how there's the rockiness of the desert, like big kind of. They're not mountains, but they're kind of mountains. This thing goes up and loops around a part of a mountain.
It's awesome.
It's unbelievable. So Rick's theory is the reason King Dakar is being torn down is because, well, it's no longer the Kingpin. There's a bigger coaster in town.
Yep.
And as a result, Six Flags is going to try to one-up this coaster that's in the middle.
I was going to say, and also, like, King Dakar is constantly breaking down. There's so many maintenance issues. It's probably costing them a lot of money to keep the thing going.
I just can't believe that they're getting rid of it.
But that's the thing. Is if they can't control King Dakar, how are they going to make something even bigger and not expect issues?
Well, maybe the technology's gotten better. That's possible. But what I'm wondering is, what does it feel like to go on this coaster? I mean, is it...
No one knows.
It seems like the type of thing... It's 639 feet tall.
I think it's like 580 or something, but it might be 639.
The drop is 520 feet.
Yeah.
I thought King Dakar was 300 feet.
King Dakar, well, I know the height of King Dakar is like 400. Maybe the drop is 3. But yeah, nonetheless, it's bigger.
You go 155 miles an hour.
I'm telling you, man, they won't build something like this in the U.S. It just won't be allowed.
Oh, my goodness. This is really cool.
This thing's a monster.
King Dakar's drop is 417 feet.
Okay, so this is pretty high. It's very, very high. So that's an update from Rick from Brick. I'm guessing we are going to get a coaster in Jackson.
It'd be awesome. Well, yeah, because it's confirmed that they're getting rid of King Dakar now, and it's confirmed that they're getting rid of Green Lantern, which I'm blown.
Wow.
Green Lantern's a new roller coaster in my book still. Like, I remember when it opened. So, like, I'm shocked they're getting rid of 2 pretty new roller coasters while you still have, what's the old coaster in the back?
That's my favorite one.
What is it?
Nitro?
It used to be Bizarro, but it changed back to... Medusa. Medusa's been there since I was a little kid, it feels like.
All right. Well, that's coaster talk for the week. If you're looking forward to the new coaster.
Can we start a coaster podcast, please?
There probably are some because we get a lot of people.
All I want to talk about is roller coasters.
A lot of people comment on our Instagrams and they have Instagram accounts dedicated to roller coasters.
I think it's amazing.
Are they called coaster heads?
I'm not sure, but their YouTube channels are amazing.
So
they go to every theme park and review coasters.
So Josh, remind me, because we had a third call we wanted to touch on before we go into the news. What was the third one? All right, so we got one more call right here. And this call touches on a crazy story that we posted about. We posted footage of this happening and got a lot of ground reporting from different viewers and just random residents of New Jersey. Yeah. So let's check out this call. This is from Heather. Heather, let's see what she said.
Hey guys at the Garden State, this is Heather Havoc. I'm from northern New Jersey. I'm your most northern Jersey listener. Literally High Point State Park is my backyard. But anyways, I was just wondering if you guys had any updates or news on the drones that were spotted over Morris County Monday night into Tuesday morning. Thanks guys. Appreciate the podcast.
Thank you, Heather.
Man, living up by High Point's got to be cool.
She's getting snow tonight.
That's really cool.
She's getting snow.
She saw the Northern Lights.
She saw the Northern Lights. Did. So Heather's question is about, so what happened was there was a video that went viral of 5 drones. I'm going to say what the caption was, and then we'll say what we think was going on. So the caption was 5 drones flying over Morris County with a military Black Hawk helicopter.
Yes.
Flying behind them.
Yep.
So people are thinking, are these like, there's a lot of ways people's brains went. Some people are like, is this are these Chinese drones and our military's chasing them away?
Or is it a military test that they're doing in the middle of the night at Picatinny?
Is it a Picatinny thing where they're doing they're trying something out?
And they said they weren't doing anything.
Or is it somebody then commented on our video and is like, hey, New Jersey State Police. It was a state police helicopter.
Yeah, I saw it was a state police helicopter.
You saw that too?
Yeah.
Where'd you see that?
Reddit. So it must be true.
Yeah, but see, I'm seeing conflicting. That's what I immediately, I'm a sucker for whatever I read on the internet. So when somebody says that, I'm like, I responded to the guy that said that. I'm like, oh, tell us more. He said, I saw it with my own eyes. And he didn't tell us more. So maybe I wouldn't be surprised but wouldn't the state have released a statement if it was a state police helicopter?
Don't know.
Unless they were doing some trainings.
I would saying it's a training.
But that's the thing, like in this article, we're about to go into the article, but like no one actually has an answer.
So the article, the headline says, unexplained drone activity over Morris County, New Jersey has sparked public concern and an official investigation. So
an official investigation?
Yeah, not a fake investigation.
It's officially being investigated, Jim.
But who's it being investigated by?
That's a good
How about we get into the article? Hey!
Jimmy, don't
get
ahead of your skis there, pal.
You forgot how this podcast goes.
We got to read the news. So here's the article. It says, mysterious drone activity over Morris County, New Jersey earlier this week set social media ablaze and garnered comments from local government officials and military spokespersons aimed at assuaging public fears.
Assuaging?
Is that the right word?
Massaging?
Yeah, massaging.
No.
Assuaging.
Assuage.
Is that a word?
I don't know.
I assuaged last week. Google it right now.
Yeah, assuage. Make less intense.
Oh,
Assuage.
Assuage.
Wait, did we say assuage?
Assuage. See, that's what I said in the opening. We're kind of stupid on this podcast. So
imagine, that's a new word to like that we just unlocked.
Okay, hold on. Let's learn one new vocab word every week.
Assuage.
No, it's not.
Assuage.
Assuage.
Assuage. I've heard that before. Assuage.
Yeah. Assuage.
Sorry. So the spokespersons were aimed at assuaging the public fears. On the evening of November 18th, 2024, reports emerged of several large UAVs hovering around towns in northern New Jersey. Further concern was raised due to the UAV's proximity to Picatinny Arsenal, a large military installation in the area, leading to a response that reportedly included a Black Hawk helicopter. The military installation is home to several important armament development organizations. So if you don't know what Picatinny Arsenal is, a lot of military equipment comes out of there. It's designed there. You know, a lot of things that
it's an arsenal.
It's an arsenal. So you can figure out what that means, right? So in an email sent to the War Zone, a military-focused publication, facility spokesman Timothy Ryder said Picatinny Arsenal organizations were not involved in the UAV flight operations on that date. We are working with several of our local, state, and federal partner organizations to obtain more information on the reported activity. So a further statement was released by the Morris County Prosecutor's Office, additionally promising an investigation while reassuring the public. So Morris County Prosecutor's Office sees this as enough of a concern from the people. They didn't come out with a statement and say, hey, well, maybe they couldn't. So that's the other end. So maybe it's a Maybe we're being lied to. Is that possible?
Possibly. You never know. You can't trust anyone, dude.
Could be a top secret experiment.
It could be something top secret that they can't speak about.
They were hoping that no one was going to notice.
But why would you do it over New Jersey?
Whoa! Josh, you can't do that in the middle of the podcast. That scared me.
He just wanted to sing for us. Should we listen to more White Christmas?
There's no shot that Picatinny was doing. Why would they do the test in the middle of the night too? Especially with big drones that are loud.
It's the new Area 51.
Yeah, but people live right there.
It's the new Area 51.
So I could see this from a few different angles. But what I will say is, first off, how big were these drones?
So I think it said in an article, but I think someone said they weren't like DJI sized drones. Like they were
large.
Big.
The video looked larger.
They were big, yeah, because you could see them in the video clearly.
I watched the video and I couldn't see anything. I had no idea what was going on.
I saw another video where you could see like the 5.
Okay, so let me read you the quote, the statement from the prosecutor's office. He said, last night, November 18th, 2024, drone activity was observed by law enforcement members on patrol in Morris County. So police officers saw this with their own eyes. The Morris County Prosecutor's Office, Morris County Sheriff's Office, Morris County Office of Emergency Management, Morris County Municipal Police Departments, along with our federal and state law enforcement partners, are aware of this activity and will continue to coordinate. Man, no wonder they pay so much taxes in Morris County.
A lot of administration.
They got 4 police departments on the scene right now. Crazy. So there's no known threat to public safety, he said. And it says, at the time, an FAA statement actively dismissed claims of unusual drone activity in the area. The FAA is looking into reports and did not find evidence of drone activity in the area. So it's being denied by federal agencies.
FAA said there was no, that means, you know what that means? These drones are not registered. They're not, no one knows about them. They're off the grid.
Off the grid.
So what is it? Is it military? Is it terrorism? What's going on?
So there's 2 things my brain goes, I don't think it's terrorism.
No.
If it was, they would have blown up.
Did it say what time these things popped into the sky? I think the video said it, but I'm not sure if the article did. Wasn't it like 3 a.m. or something like that?
I don't think it was that late because I think a lot of people were...
They were still up when they saw it?
Yeah.
So weird.
It was I don't know the exact time. The article doesn't say.
Maybe it was a UFO.
I don't.
No, I don't think so. I think this is probably one of 2 things. Well, the helicopter's the only thing that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like what was the helicopter doing there?
Maybe it wasn't actually a helicopter. You ever think about that?
Maybe. You could be right, but people said they saw a helicopter.
So I thought I saw a lot of things too that I didn't see.
Jimmy, you're right.
I just don't like how we're reading this article and there's no answers. No party has an answer.
I'm thinking that Picatinny's working on something.
They wouldn't have came out and said they weren't doing anything though, because it's only going to cause more. It's going to cause more panic in the community.
Hold on. But who actually made that statement? Let's go back to that for a second here, because the article says Timothy Ryder, in an email sent to the War Zone, a military-focused publication, facility spokesman Timothy Ryder.
Yeah, Timothy Ryder.
But he doesn't. That's not a federal job.
He's a spokesperson. He says what's going on
for
there.
A military-focused publication. So he's working for like a magazine.
No, so he's not the Picatinny Arsenal.
So Picatinny actually never said anything about it?
His statement, let me go back to the article. Let's read this one more time. In an email sent to the War, so the War Zone is a TWZ.com. This is like a military website where they write articles.
Let me just tell you, I would never trust an article that's written by the War Zone.
He's a senior. Wait, hold on. Yeah, the War Zone's a cool website. I need to start reading articles out here.
Wait, do they have a... Wow. Wait, what's their video? Play their video.
All right, here's the video. Here's the video we got.
Do they have any like other intel?
I'll tell you what. I see the helicopter very clearly.
Put your brightness up.
It's all the way up.
I can't see it. Oh, there's the helicopter.
Yeah. So it's flying around.
Something was going on.
I don't think it was China. I think if it was China,
But also, why is there drones and a helicopter together?
Well, my guess would be there's a few things. It could be search and rescue practice because drones are used for that sort of thing now. Maybe they were running some sort of an exercise that they couldn't talk about. So a few. I
just don't know why it's so mysterious. Like I just want an answer from them.
Normally,
if it was
drones
military,
would ground aircraft.
What does that mean?
Because you could take out a helicopter with a drone pretty easily if you run into each other. So I feel like the military would not send up a helicopter to chase after some drones that they didn't know what they were going to do.
It's weird. It's a really weird story, and I wish we had more information for the public, but we don't. No one knows.
We don't.
We don't. No one does.
Okay, so
and the whole Morris County Police Department doesn't know.
You know what? I have a connect that knows a lot of people on Picatinny. Can I send a text out and I'll get back to this later in the podcast?
Did you not speak to them yet about it?
Let me ask right now. I'm going to send a message. I'm going to send a text. Okay,
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Let me just say...
Be like, give us the 411 on the drone situation. What was going down?
All right, I'll report back on what's said there.
Love it. Thank you for
reaching out,
Josh.
I have an inside source, let's just say.
Hopefully they don't lie to you straight up.
You guys ever go on Picatinny Arsenal?
Never.
It is so cool.
I've always wanted to.
You never been?
No, I got invited once and then it didn't happen.
I went twice. I went first for my friend coming back from Afghanistan, which, by the way, the coolest event ever. Bagpipes, buses driving in.
Nice.
You're in the middle of like Picatinny Arsenal has a bunch of hills around it. It's really cool. It's like kind of situated in this little valley basin.
They have a golf course in there, right?
Beautiful golf course. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So a lot going on in there. If you're a patriotic American, it's great. If you're foreign,
war zone.
No one, you can't just walk in there.
No.
Yeah, you need like a connect.
You cannot you have to know.
Just so the people know.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you're a patriotic American, it's a great place to be. But if you're a foreign adversary,
wait. But if you could be a patriotic American and not have a connect to Picatinny,
I was trying to make a joke about if you're like from China and you want to attack America, don't go.
I didn't follow because I'm just saying
you got to know somebody.
I don't have a connect. I can't get in.
Well,
I'm pretty patriotic.
The person I texted just responded, "Haven't heard anything about it."
Great. Mm-hmm. That's exactly all we need to know, that they were up to something.
Hot off the press. You guys heard it here first. All right, let's move on to the next story here. Man, this is a pretty controversial one. Talking about drones, we're talking about everything happening in New Jersey is craziness.
It was a crazy week.
This is as crazy as it gets. The news is officially out that Jersey Mike's has been acquired by a private equity firm, Blackstone.
Wow.
For $8 billion.
$8 billion worth of sandwiches. We're in the wrong business, fellas.
R.I.P. Jersey Mike's. They're mainstream now. They're officially mainstream.
Yeah.
All over the country.
There were a lot of doom memes online about this. A lot of people saying, well, people speculating what's going to happen next. Because the heart and soul of the owner, the founder of Jersey Mike's.
Well, what I got to say, though, have you ever had Jersey Mike's out of state?
No.
Okay, I did.
Good.
And it's really cool going to Jersey Mike's when you're not in New Jersey because they have photos of New Jersey on the wall. So
really?
They have like Belmar and like all these
cool.
famous areas in New Jersey. At least the ones out of state do.
Wow.
So
that's cool.
I forgot where, I think I was in, I completely forgot where I was. I was on the other side of the country or something. We went to a Jersey Mike's. No idea why we went to a Jersey Mike's. It was like a road trip or a snowboard trip. Jersey Mike's, but we walked in, there's photos of Jersey all over the wall. So it's pretty cool. If you go there in another state, people get a taste of what New Jersey is.
When we make the Garden State Coffee Co., we're going to do the same thing.
Photos on the wall, yeah.
We franchise to 800 locations.
Yeah, when Blackstone acquires us for $8 billion.
And then we get jet skis.
Yes.
And we just jet ski every day. All right. So it says Jersey Mike's, the quickly expanding sandwich chain, is being acquired by asset management giant Blackstone. In the transaction announced Tuesday, private equity funds managed by Blackstone will be used to acquire majority ownership of Jersey Mike's. The deal is intended to help enable Jersey Mike's to accelerate its expansion across and beyond the U.S. market.
Here we go.
Jersey's going global. It's what you just said about it being, in California or wherever.
Yeah. Now it's going to be everywhere.
Soon you'll be able to be at that amusement park in Dubai. You'll walk out to a Jersey Mike's.
Are they? So they're going global then?
Well, that's what it said.
I thought it was just growing within the U.S.
It said across and beyond the U.S. market.
Wow. It's huge.
So Blackstone and Jersey Mike's did not immediately disclose financial terms in their Tuesday announcement, but a source familiar with the matter confirmed to the Associated Press that the transaction would value Jersey Mike's at or around $8 billion, a figure previously reported by the Wall Street Journal. So $8 billion, man.
When did Jersey Mike's start?
So Jersey Mike's is a super
have they
cool
been around
Jersey
for
story.
a while?
So it says Jersey Mike's roots date back to 1956 with a Point Pleasant, New Jersey storefront location that was originally called Mike's Subs. In 1975, Cancro, who's the founder, I skipped over that part, Peter Cancro. He was then a 17-year-old high school senior who had worked there since he was 14, and he bought the operation with the help of his football coach.
Wow.
Come on. That's a classic Jersey story, right?
It's amazing.
The chain has expanded rapidly over the last decade, more than tripling its locations from 857 stores in 2014 to 2,800 stores this
massive,
year.
Man.
So Jersey Mike's posted sales of $3.3 billion in 2023, up 25% from the prior year. It is the 30th largest chain in the U.S. based on annual sales.
Okay, listen, love Jersey Mike's. I had no idea they were this big.
They're big.
To be honest, I had no idea. I knew they were in other states because my story, but like still, like that's crazy. Good for them.
Huge.
So here's what I'm trying to understand, because they're being sold for $8 billion. Usually, I've heard, depending on, so every business, they use a different multiple to figure out your valuation. So let's say you have a business, you do $1 million in revenue a year.
Yeah.
Some businesses, they'll value at 7 times your revenue. I think this is how it works. So it's like, so if I'm going to sell my business that does $1 million in revenue, I'm going to get a $7 million check.
Yeah.
So they said last year they did 3.3, but they're valued at $8 billion, excuse me. So I'm wondering if they just said that seems kind of cheap to me.
Well, is it the combination also of all their properties of?
No. I'm saying the combination of everything. It's still cheap. It should be more.
Oh, it should be more than.
If they did, let's just say they 3.3 billion in 2023, and they were up 25% from the prior year. This year they're probably going to do 4 billion. You know, like something crazy like that.
Oh, so it should be way more.
And they're
like
selling for 8 billion.
Yeah, I
mean, just keep the business for 2 years. I know it doesn't work like that, but like
I have no idea. I don't know how it works.
If I did, I'd be working at Blackstone right now.
Is that Blackstone are they the ones who make the grills, or that's a different Blackstone?
Oh yeah. Are you messing with me right now?
I don't know. I just felt I heard it brought up from someone, and just wanted to make sure.
So
it's different.
So Blackstone, the Blackstone, the grill company makes grills.
Okay.
Blackstone, the private equity company, is a private equity firm that's worth billions and billions of dollars.
Just making sure.
Private equity. So they go around and they buy.
I thought when I read the article, I thought BlackRock was the one who got him. But then I was like, wait, this is Blackstone.
No, well, BlackRock is also a financial.
Yeah, I know BlackRock, but then I was like, wait, what's Blackstone?
Hold on. I always get them confused. I think BlackRock would be the one buying all the houses.
Yeah, BlackRock's buying all the houses.
So BlackRock is the.
A lot of people get confused.
They manage all of your. So they're like an investment company, basically.
And then what's Blackstone?
Blackstone's private equity. Okay. So private equity would be like if Garden State got big enough, this is the hope. And we go, hey, let's sell the Garden State.
Yeah.
We go to private equity. They come along and write us a big check. And we get on a boat in Cape May and we go fishing every day.
Yeah. And no one will ever see us ever again.
BlackRock is like your 401k. They manage 401ks.
Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Okay, so you have a choo-choo train. No, as June says, choo-choo. All right, let's keep going here.
Hey, congrats to Jersey Mike's.
Congrats to the founder. We should see if he could come on the podcast. That would be a cool interview.
That would be cool.
We hit them up. They never got back to us.
Yeah, but now he's going to have a lot of free time on his hands.
Yeah, a lot of money not to want to come hang out with us.
Maybe we don't need a private equity firm. Maybe we just need the founder of Jersey Mike's.
Imagine.
And he just...
Imagine that's our story, how we drive off into the sunset.
Wait a second. He has a lot of free time on his hands and a lot of money.
And a lot of sandwiches.
Maybe it's time to launch that coffee shop.
Maybe.
All right. Let's move on to the next story here. This is some less exciting news that's surrounding money. Feels like a lot of these stories have money involved in them.
Hey, the world revolves around money, brother.
Money.
For some people. So it says New Jersey commuters are facing a $9 fee as MTA approves New York City's congestion pricing plan.
All right, we got a major bomb here because last year it was supposed to be $15.
Yeah.
And then they were going to cancel it.
Hochul brought it down to $9.
Did you hear what she said?
And she expects us to be happy with this?
Did you guys hear what she said?
No.
She was like, I saved everybody $6. And everybody was like, that's girl math. That's like when you go to the store
it's absolutely ridiculous.
And the purse should be $100 and instead $60. You're like, I'm going to save $40 if I buy this purse. No. We're still spending $9 on the fee.
It's everything below 1/60th, right? Or 60th. I'm getting confused right now.
I think I thought it was like 110th.
Yeah, something like that.
1/60th would be, I think, what is there even a 1/60th? You would know. Is there one that's like beyond the Bronx? I feel like.
It was below 60th, right? But I just want to say, like, before you read the article, just so that people know, we've talked about this many times. Congestion pricing is an additional toll to get into Manhattan.
Oh, you're right. So it's 60th Street. I was thinking it was up by the GWB.
So, yeah, if you're going anywhere in Manhattan, like below 60th Street, you're paying an additional $9 to get in there and drive, which is absolutely ridiculous.
So here's the article says. We could talk about this a bit. There's mixed opinions on this. I have my own.
And we've talked about it before, but this is just a crazy update.
Yeah, so New Jersey drivers will be paying more to drive into Lower Manhattan early next year. During a Monday public meeting, the MTA voted to approve the congestion pricing plan, which means that anyone driving below 60th Street will pay $9 for the privilege of driving into New York City.
The privilege.
Those driving overnight will get a discounted rate of $2.25. Every day,
such a ripoff.
6.5 million riders use mass transit in New York City subways and bus riders who were at the public meeting were quick to praise the plan. So here's
the plan.
Yeah, that's what they're. So here's why they think the MTA needs more money.
Yes,
this is the whole argument.
They think the MTA is just magically going to get better overnight because the congestion pricing is going to funnel all this money in.
So they're saying it's going to free up an extra $1 billion for the MTA. This is going to raise. But so detractors have been saying, for example, the state of New York's budget is $223 billion. So you're like, you finally, the one last billion is going to fix the MTA.
People are blind.
And then somebody else I saw today was talking about how 60% of the MTA could get 60% more revenue annually if the city of New York just pushed down on criminals that jump the turnstiles. Right. That's how much money the MTA is losing from people that go in for free.
Yeah.
So like if the city of New York
there's no consequences. That's why in the city you could create whatever crime you want. You're not going to get arrested.
There's consequences for you, the tax-paying American citizen, the person that follows the law and wants to go to work each day and has to pay your Easy Pass to get into the city. You, like always, will pay the price. The people that jump the turnstile, they're not going to pay nothing because the city of New York protects people that don't stand for justice. And the people that want to just live their life and keep their head down and work, guess what? They don't care about you.
They're the suckers.
He says, what's he say? The working man.
The working man. What is it? I don't forget what he said.
Bronx Tale. He says, he tells his dad, the working man's a sucker. And his dad
the working
man's
a sucker.
And he says, the working man's the tough guy. Tell Sonny to go to work each day and see how tough he is. Great movie.
But yeah, I can't believe this is actually going to be happening next year. $9, man.
Well, it's just comical. New York is comical. It's like if they
it's really going downhill.
If only there was just another $1 billion, we could finally fix this place.
I was in the city today. I'm not in the city often, and you're in the city a lot. I hate the city, man. It's a mess.
I actually love it. I used to hate New York. Now
I don't.
I walk up the streets and I just
Midtown's a mess.
It is a mess. No, it is a mess. And every day I walk, I think of how if I was governor of, if I was
fix this place.
If I was mayor of New York, what ridiculous policies I'd want to put into place. Like I just dream about.
I might be going to the city on Saturday.
What are you going for?
My friend's birthday party.
Well, when you're in the city, take some notes and tell us what you think could be better.
Okay, well,
I think
it's been a long time since
I have like ridiculous. Ever since you talked about going to Japan and you were talking about how like drinking coffee in public is not a good thing.
Yeah,
I think every day I walk around New York, I'm looking around like this place is a mess.
I mean, everyone has a cup of coffee in their hand.
Well, forget the coffee because that's not an issue.
But that alone.
But like, it's just a disaster.
I walked with a rat today on the sidewalk.
With the rat?
Yeah, he was walking alongside me.
Did you become friends with him?
Honestly, I wasn't trying to pick him up or anything, but I could have if I wanted to.
How big was he?
I was walking one way and he was just walking along the wall next to me.
Was he a chef?
He was small. It wasn't one of those big city rats, thank God. But it was a cute little guy.
So I'm curious what the people at home think about this with the MTA choosing to,
I think the people at home are going to be mad.
Yeah.
Who wants to drive into the city and pay an extra $9 on top of the $16 or whatever it is to get through the tunnel right now?
So I've heard mixed language about this because originally I thought this was the European model, which is we're going to tax people so much that they don't want to drive their car in and make Midtown and downtown Manhattan just quieter streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also now they're saying, well, it's for the MTA to raise more money. I don't think this is going to change anything. I think the government just continues to bloat itself. It gets more and more bloated. They'll hire more, menial, middle of the road jobs.
It's not going to fix traffic. No way. People are still going to pay.
It's like NJ Transit. NJ Transit, we could keep raising more and more money. It's never going to get better until we do a total overhaul.
Yeah.
or until we have like a visionary come in that just has the answers, which I don't know who that person is.
Not a news story, but I was laughing because did you see Murphy did a whole thing talking about the brand new New Jersey Transit train cars that they're rolling out this year?
Yes, I did see that.
And
I didn't see it.
Exactly the same.
They're the exact same train cars.
Exactly the same, but clean windows.
With clean windows and outlets.
So they're like praising this train car. They're so excited. It's the same exact train car. Like, guys, at least make it cooler. Those train cars are like from 2006.
The NJ Transit is like if you live in a fixer-upper house that needs a lot of work and you're making just enough money each month to pay your mortgage.
Yeah.
And you're like, I really want to redo the bathroom, but you're making just enough to pay. Like, that's the situation.
Yeah, they can't make it any
You need
better.
to knock the house down and start completely over.
I think they just like this.
But to do that, you need a lot of money.
I think they were just like, oh, we got
the.
the brand new LED screens. It was nothing different.
You know what drives me nuts? But there's a few things now that I take the train a bit more frequently. What did I think the other day? Hold on one second.
Where are the outlets? Where are the Wi-Fi?
That's what it is. I think this every day. The entire NJ Transit line from my house to the city is a dead zone. I can't use the internet.
It's so bad.
How do we not have Wi-Fi
That's crazy.
Yeah.
on our trains?
Yeah, just add some Wi-Fi. Come on.
It would cost the NJ Transit how much money to put Wi-Fi on the train?
I actually don't know what that cost is.
I'd
Serious,
imagine
it was expensive. I don't know.
I'd imagine it'd be a lot.
Yeah, but they have a lot of money.
Oh, they're just going to charge you more.
Well, I think the monthly subscription would be the issue. I think the routers they could figure out.
Ridiculous, man.
But
It's aside from this story, but it's just crazy.
to me, I just think that we need sort of like a like if Elon Musk bought NJ Transit, then it'd be fixed. We need a situation like that.
That'd be so cool.
You need someone with a lot of money that's just like committed to privatizing NJ Transit and making it insanely good.
I think NJ Transit is privatized already.
Is it?
I think so.
I thought it's like
I think it's a weird like agreement. It's like in but not of state government.
Okay.
Because because I think they have a president. I don't know how it works.
Okay.
The new Portal Bridge, though, that's kind of crazy.
Man, I think we're losing
Yeah, it's
listeners.
the New
I'm just
Jersey
saying,
Transit
it looks
Corporation. It's a state-owned public transportation. I don't get it. How is it a corporation if it's state-owned? I don't know.
Well, I heard that President Trump had mentioned that one of his plans is to revitalize Penn Station. Do you hear this?
Aren't they redoing Penn Station
Well, Penn
already?
Station,
Yeah, so
most of
that
it
was-
is new. Like where the Long Island Railroad section, that's all new.
That was my point. Is the
It's
LIRR side is gorgeous now. It's really nice.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know who said that. Someone in his administration, maybe. Someone sent me this article because we're the default New Jersey news guys. So anytime something happens, people text us the articles. But I was wondering if they were referring to Under the Garden, because that's in my mind that's Penn Station.
Yeah, because there's still some really bad areas, but I think they already are planning on fixing it. I'm not sure though, or maybe Port Authority, because Port Authority is awful, and that's been a talk for years.
Yeah,
Because Port Authority is a mess.
Port Authority is shameful.
and it's there's so many buses that come in and out of that place constantly. They need to work on that.
But I always wonder if they were going to do that, how do they even do it? They have buses round the clock forever. Go on
Yeah.
Christmas morning. There's gonna be buses coming into Port Authority. They got to find a way
Just
to.
the same way they did Penn Station, just section by section.
They got to knock it down
Gate by gate.
No, if they're gonna do it right, they got to knock it down and build a lot of like limestone.
It's never going to happen. Where are you going to have all the buses go in the morning if they knock you down?
Yeah, 42nd Street, straight across. All right, next article. Let's keep it moving here.
This could be our last one for the night, I think.
Okay.
Because we're moving along pretty good right now.
All right, we do have. Yeah, I guess you're right. Let's go into this next. We're gonna leave it on a lighthearted note.
Yeah, you gotta.
A lesson we learned early on in the podcast was we'd have 7 stories, and I would line them up, and it'd be like, oh, taxes are going up, NJ Transit's falling apart, blah 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 blah, and then the last one would be like a 12-year-old was murdered. Like it'd be really dark.
We stopped doing that.
And we'd all click. We'd click the record button to stop recording, and we'd look at each other like, "Oh, that's terrible." Like,
Yeah, we all felt
how'd this
awful.
happen?
we would like,
We're like, we don't like doing the news.
it'd be awesome, and then it'd end. So we're ending tonight on a high note. That was the point of me saying that.
It's a violent ending, but
Well, it's bad.
it's not good.
Oh, you're right. This is not good.
but we're not talking about a death.
It's kind of out of the Looney Tunes. So, in Raritan Township, New Jersey, a man was attacked by a beaver this week while fishing. Boom.
He was attacked by a beaver.
Those teeth, man, they'll get you.
Yeah, but I didn't know that beavers were. Are they like? Did he get next to his beaver dam or something? This beaver just snapped. I didn't know beavers attack people.
I think they're territorial.
So you think this guy was fishing near his dam?
I don't know what he was doing.
Huh?
So, a 54-year-old man sustained. Yeah.
don't really got to worry about the dam. It's the lodge you have to worry about.
What does that mean?
The lodge is on the dam.
No, the lodge is separate from the dam.
It's not near the dam?
No.
So hold on, Jimmy. Break down the living situation of a beaver for us.
So beavers hate the sound of running water. That's why they build dams.
Really?
They cannot stand the sound of running water.
They always have to go to the bathroom to make it stop.
So that's what
crazy.
triggers the dam building behavior.
So they're stopping the water.
Correct.
So they can live next to the water.
Correct.
So then they got a lodge.
So the lodge is where they actually live.
Is
and
that in the woods?
No. It's in the water as well. So if you see a beaver dam, then like somewhere else in the body of water, you'll see the lodge.
But why do they live in the water if they hate running water?
I don't know.
Go somewhere else.
They go in the woods. You have a whole...
That's why they dam.
Well, they're mammals. They got those big tails. They want to swim around.
Is it confirmed, Jim, that they hate running water?
Yeah.
Who said that? I've never heard that in my life.
That's why they build the dams, because they hate the sound of running water.
They actually hate the sound of running water? That's not true. I don't know. Josh, fact check.
Google says beavers build dams to create ponds that provide them with protection, food, and a place to live.
No.
Let me see if Jimmy's...
Jimmy's guy asked a beaver, like, what do you hate? Running water.
Yes. So this says beavers build dams, in part, to stop the sound of running water because they dislike it and think it might indicate a leak in their dam. That's really cute. I never knew
No
that.
leaks allowed.
I never even questioned the dam. I just thought they were just... there's ingenuity or something like that.
It says right here, beavers can't stand the sound of running water and compulsively build dams to dampen the sound.
Yeah, but who knows? They're wild animals. Who knows?
Why don't they just go to a pond then?
Yeah, why are they near like a raging river?
I don't think they're always near a raging river.
I don't think a dam is always on a moving body of water. Why don't you just go to, like Josh said, a lake?
I think, but all water moves.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
but not like a raging river.
I've never seen a beaver dam a raging river.
Well, a river with movement.
So maybe it's usually like the little I feel like typically when I've seen dams, they're in little creeks or rivers running off of ponds.
Yeah.
And that's where they kind of dam up. And
Exactly. A raging river, they put one tree there. It's all going to be gone and by the time they're back with the next tree.
Now you have to see the way they build these things, Jim.
Do you remember Chelsea's wedding when the beavers were all out back?
Yeah, those crazy. There's so many.
Were they smacking their tails or am I making that up?
Yeah, they were. That's what they do.
So a 54-year-old man sustained multiple injuries while attempting to fight off a beaver that attacked him in the South Branch of the Raritan River Thursday, police said. According to the Raritan Township Police, the Flemington man was fishing in the river after 5 p.m. when he noticed a beaver swim past him. The Jaws music starts. After a few minutes, he lost sight of the animals, authorities said.
Terrifying.
No. The beaver then resurfaced and attacked the victim, Raritan police said in a statement. I'm not trying to laugh.
It's terrible. But it's come on.
But it's kind of funny.
The fisherman attempted to defend himself against the attack, but ultimately suffered an additional injury when the beaver bit his hand, police added.
Imagine you're alone and a beaver bites your hand. That's really scary.
Those big teeth. The victim was able to get himself out of the water, authorities said.
So he was dragged into the water.
I think he probably fell into the water. I don't think a beaver dragged him.
Dude, I used to think beavers are all cute and stuff, but after this story, I never want to see a beaver ever.
Yeah, so police and members of the local rescue squad responded to the location at approximately 5:10 p.m. The victim was then transported to the Hunterdon Medical Center and treated for the injuries he sustained. Crews from the New Jersey Division of Fish and Wildlife were also called to the scene, but they were unable to locate the beaver. Dun, dun, dun.
So he's out in the wild right now with blood on his hands.
Yeah, so it says beavers can live anywhere. A lake, a stream, a marsh, or a river is adjacent to the woodland habitat necessary to construct their iconic dams and lodges. So
there's a beaver on the loose.
When we talk about a lodge, like a ski resort, does that word come from the Beaver Lodge, you think?
Yeah. No.
Or do we say a lodge was always a thing and then we just call, that's their lodge?
I don't know where the word lodge originates from. Can you look it up really quick?
I got you.
Origin of the word lodge.
Yeah, let's figure this out right now.
Or like you could be like
the word
a lodge.
lodge comes from the Middle English word loge, which is of Germanic origin and related to the Old High German word luba, meaning porch.
So a lodge is a porch.
That's what it originated as.
So that doesn't really help us.
So Yeah, I guess we probably gave the lodge the term the lodge because we're like, oh, it's like a lodge. It's where they hang out. So he's okay. The man is okay. He got bit by a beaver. Thank goodness.
You think he's going to fish there again?
I think he's going to go back for revenge.
Or you don't think he's going to find another spot?
You ever see when people get a beaver skull? Have you ever seen this?
What's it? No.
People hunt beaver, or you can find a beaver skull.
I didn't know people were hunting beaver.
I know someone that found a beaver skull.
I know people who have hunt beaver.
Yeah, for the pelts, right?
I don't know what they hunt them for, but
really.
But the thing with
why would you hunt a beaver? I feel like they're so cute.
The thing with their skull is their teeth go all the way up into the skull. So the teeth are.
Oh, you guys! I think I'm like terrified of beavers now.
Look at this. Here you go. Look at those teeth.
Where?
Right here.
That's a beaver. Imagine getting bit by those.
Those chompers.
Ooh. Yeah. No. Beavers are scary. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with their dams.
Yeah, they're kind of cute.
This guy's alive.
They're kind of a cute animal, though.
This thing could have killed the guy.
Yeah, but he survived.
I mean, imagine the guy fell in the water and he drowned because this beaver. He could have killed him.
So that's
the cartoon beaver.
That's the last story of the night we had. Is there anything you want to say about the beavers before we hop off?
I love beavers, man, but now after that story, I never want to come close to a beaver because that sounds terrifying.
Jimmy, anything you got in you about this week's news? Anything you want to say?
Nah. Beavers are cool, I guess, but they do a lot of damage to habitat.
I would love to see a beaver dam in person, but I just don't want to see the beaver.
So back to my Picatinny thing real quick. My source said if I do, so he said I haven't heard anything about it. That's all I read to you guys before.
Yeah.
He said if I do, I will let you know. But I bet if they know anything and it's anything serious,
they're not going to say.
We won't ever know. So
there we go. That confirms your point from earlier.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the news.
It's crazy, man. Never sleeps.
Never sleeps. So we're entering the holiday season.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, we want to let you guys know because this is officially, you're listening to this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going into Thanksgiving week.
Yeah.
A few actually Thanksgiving tips. We should have started the episode with this.
Oh, we already talked about it.
When?
Because I'm putting it into the podcast.
Oh, we talked about this
already.
So from,
Josh in the future, like I already put this into the podcast.
Great.
But let's remind them again.
So Thanksgiving tips, a few things I want to say. First off, well, we'll start with square one. We're going to have a Black Friday sale of merch on our website. So we're going to have a new hat. Well, two new hats technically.
Yep.
Our green hat is back in stock, but it's a redesign. It's even nicer than before.
There's some new tags on the inside.
Our black hat with a red, white, and blue patch is coming out. We got these new Jersey Forever crew necks.
Woo! First crew neck ever.
If you need a Christmas gift for that special somebody in your life.
They're really soft.
And our green hoodies are back in stock. So if you want to support the podcast, support the program.
Support the movement.
I love the word program.
Yeah, and support the program.
It sounds like a PBS word. This program is brought to you by our merch.
Thank you for tuning into the program.
Go buy a piece of merch. But also, real quick, guys.
Wait, you said Black Friday sale. Does that mean like is there gonna be a sale on some older pieces? Like how are we gonna,
we
get the people to buy some stuff?
We need to clear out inventory. So we're gonna figure out pricing. Some of our older stuff that's been sitting, it's gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe we'll do like a crazy flash sale.
I love that.
And then we're gonna probably cut down some prices on some of our newer stuff too.
Yeah.
And then also I wanted to do a quick round robin of your top tip going to Thanksgiving weekend. I'll tell you mine. Maybe for like a food item or
top
something.
Tip. It could be anything.
My tip is this. Every day before Thanksgiving, I go to Nosto's in Newark. The tiramisu, the best of the best. If you're looking for a good dessert and you live near Newark, go to Nosto's.
I have a quick question because you brought up Nosto's last week. Is that something you're not going to gatekeep?
I don't think I can. It's 100 years old.
Because it's so popular?
Yeah, and I want them to get more
business.
business.
That's like off the gatekeep
But if
list.
it's like a hotel I like to go to with my family and I can't book a room because it's too expensive,
then you're mad.
I'm going to gatekeep it.
Okay.
Is that messed up?
No, I get it.
Like a secret restaurant.
I just was curious, like why, like I want to know, like why certain things are not gate kept.
Because I just want to be able to still enjoy it. It's not about me not wanting other people to have fun.
Yeah. No, exactly. I think everyone gets that.
If my lifestyle has to change as a result of my own fault of telling people, then I'm like, man, why did I say that?
Yeah.
But Nosto's great business, family owned.
Check it out.
Great, the best tiramisu, the best. Not in New Jersey, the best ever.
We got to get some.
Old World treats. That's what it says on the sign. Old World desserts, something like that. Jimmy, Thanksgiving idea, thought. What could people do this week?
I think that they should just spend time with their family and be thankful.
Great.
Get off the phone.
Get off the phone.
Josh.
Oh man, I was hoping Jimmy was going to continue that sentence so I could think.
Wednesday night, we're going to see the inflatables and Central Park?
Inflatables. What the heck are you talking about?
The Macy's Day inflatables.
When did we ever do that? No.
I'm going to take my daughter this year, I think.
You're going to Wednesday night to New York City.
Wednesday night, we're going to drive in. We're going to see the inflatables for Central Park.
That's pretty cool.
You never did that as a kid?
No, I never did.
Deprived.
No, I've never went to New York City on Thanksgiving with my family.
Not on, I said the night before.
The night before Thanksgiving, no.
What do you do on that Wednesday night?
Josh, we've never talked about this before in our friendship. Have you ever done that?
As a kid, I did it.
You did?
Once. With my whole family. It was so much fun.
Nah, man. My family didn't take me to the city when I was a kid. And that's why I don't like the city.
Let's fix it. Let's go. You come with me, June, and Shelby.
Oh, that's for you, June. Right. I'm not going to go see an inflatable.
All right.
My tip, I'm going to enjoy, Thanksgiving with family and friends. I'm going to throw some football on the TV. I'm going to watch football all day, get stuffed, and remember what I'm thankful for. And then possibly go some Black Friday shopping. Or if there's a blizzard, I'm going to go snowboarding.
Okay.
Because there's a possibility. There could be a blizzard. I'm not saying there is, but we could get some snow.
All right, excellent. All right, everybody, thank you for listening this week. We'll be back on Black Friday to tell you to buy more merch.
Oh, yeah.
And to talk about the news. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye.
Later.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.